Hi, I'm Gabriela, and I work at the College Hub at Foundation Communities. We know that distance learning is challenging the first time you have to do it, so our team put together some tips for successful learning online. Tip number 1, create a space in your home that's just for working. Having a designated workspace helps your brain understand that it's learning time when you're in that spot. Do a check of your workspace to make sure it's comfortable and not putting a strain on your body. Are your feet touching the floor? Is your screen at eye height? Working from the couch or your bed can be nice once in a while, but will hurt if you do it all day, every day. Tip number 2, get familiar with the online learning FAQ at your university and explore their digital learning platform. The information looks dry. It can be very helpful. Stay up to date with emails and messages from your professors and from the university at large. Tip number 3, communicate with your professors and classmates. Virtual classrooms are sometimes perceived as being impersonal. Use chat functions in your online learning apps to share ideas or write out questions during a lecture or discussion. Find an accountability partner in the class, someone to check in with. You can even arrange virtual study sessions. Keep an eye out for our tips on online learning classroom etiquette on our College Hub social media pages. Tip number 4, set boundaries. You might share space with your children, parents, siblings, roommates, or friends. It's always important to have an intentional conversation about the time you need for working on school.
Hey, I'm gonna hop online for class. Can you make sure not to make too much noise? Yeah, no problem.
Divvy up workspace for each person in the household who needs it. Designate regular chores. You can talk to kids about how important learning is and set boundaries with them too. When my family members are being loud, I like to put on headphones with ambient noise. It's important to put boundaries around distractions like phone use or the internet as well. Hold yourself accountable for paying attention in class. Tip number 5, manage your time well. When you get your syllabus for each class, mark when your assignments are due on a calendar. Set a daily routine. Plan a time to wake up, a time to eat lunch, and a time to take a break. Remember to allow yourself grace if the schedule you make for yourself has to be adjusted. Sometimes tasks get interrupted or they take longer than you thought. I like to make a to-do list to hold myself accountable for getting my priority tasks done on a weekly basis. Tip number 6, when you use a piece of technology for the first time, test it out beforehand. It can be stressful to figure out how to turn on your mic or share your screen when you're put on the spot in a class discussion. It's good practice to mute yourself if you aren't talking and to wait a beat after someone finishes before you start. Otherwise, you might be interrupting what was just a pause to think. If this does happen, a quick sorry is fine. Also remember that when the camera is on, people can see everything you're doing. Sometimes when your Wi-Fi is acting up and your connection gets glitchy or freezes, turning off your video feed but staying on audio will help you out. Last tip, be patient with yourself. Creating new study habits is challenging. Stop procrastinating, but remember, if one day of study goes poorly, there's always the next. At the College Hub, we are available to help you set goals and study habits. We can also work with you on applications for financial aid and scholarships, and we can answer any questions you have about navigating college. Our services are free. Give us a call to set up an appointment. We are here to support you.